What if one of the most stigmatized party drugs could actually heal trauma? The numbers were stunning. Almost 70% of participants walked away without a PTSD diagnosis. This wasn't symptoms management, this was remission. But then when it came to time for approval, the FDA shut it down. So what happened? And what does this mean for future of PTSD treatment? I am Tomasz and this is Clinical Breakdown. PTSD affects millions worldwide. It's not just nightmares and flashbacks, it's depression, addiction and suicide risk. Right now, treatments are limited. Antidepressants help some, but not the most. Therapies like CBT or EDMR work, but requires time and access, and often don't fully resolve symptoms. MDMA therapy promised a revolution, combining a drug with psychotherapy in a way we've never seen before. If it works, it could reshape trauma care. If it fails, it could set back the entire field of psychedelic medicine for years. So, here's how MDMA-assisted therapy works. Patients take a controlled dose of MDMA in therapeutic setting over several guided sessions. They revisit traumatic memories but without the overwhelming fear response. MDMA increases feeling of safety, trust and openness, making therapy more effective. In phase 3 of clinical trials, the results were remarkable. Nearly 70% of participants no longer qualified for PTSD. That's far higher than the 20 or 30% we usually see with standard treatments. 3 main concerns. First, trial design. Blinding is tough. People know if they're on MDMA, which could bias results. Second, safety. MDMA can affect the heart and blood pressure. The FDA wanted stronger data on long-term risks and abuse potential. 3. Conduct. There were reports of misconduct at some trial sites, raising questions about oversight. The bottom line? The therapy is still considered promising, but the FDA hit pause until stronger evidence comes in. This decision isn't just about MDMA, it's about how we regulate treatment that don't fit the usual model. MDMA therapy isn't just a pill, it's a drug plus hours of psychotherapy. That makes it harder to study and harder to standardize and harder to regulate. The FDA's cautions highlights a real tension. On one hand, people with severe PTSD desperately need new options. On other, regulators must make sure treatment are safe, ethical and scientifically sound. Here's what this means for you. If you have PTSD, MDMA therapy isn't available yet, but it's still moving forward. More trials are planned, and the science is strong enough that researchers aren't giving up. For everyone, this represents a shift toward integrative psychiatry, where treatments combine biology and psychology in new ways. The bigger picture? Even thought this therapy hit a regulatory wall, it shows that the future of mental health care will look very different from today. So MDMA therapy didn't get the green light yet, but the story isn't over. The next few years will tell us if the breakthrough survives the scrutiny, or if psychiatry needs to find another path forward. This is Clinical Breakdown. Hit subscribe for more research that's rewriting psychology, and tell me in the comments below, would you trust MDMA therapy if it were proven safe? Because the future of trauma treatment might come from the unlikest source.